What's going on, guys? It's your boy GS, and welcome back to yet another Madden 13 online gameplay. As you see right there, give me some credit here. I picked the wrong tweet. That is an Xbox tweet, but this is a PlayStation sub match. Give me some credit. I couldn't find the PlayStation tweet. I looked for it. I couldn't find it. But nonetheless, that is why you want to follow me on Twitter. It's because I tweet out when I'm playing subscribers. And I plan on doing that a lot in the future. So if you're not following me on Twitter, it's going to be pretty tough for you to get a game with me. So anybody who wants to play me in a game, you need to follow me on Twitter. Even if you don't have one, even if, for all the people who leave comments, send me messages, your chances increase dramatically if you follow me on Twitter. Can't stress that enough. If you want to play me, follow me on Twitter. I'm going to tweet out games. And, the people that respond, we're going to get games in, simple like that. So, I tweeted out, anybody wants to play a game, go ahead, hit me up. So, this guy right here was the first person to send me a message. So, we got a game in. He selected the Seahawks. I went ahead with the Ravens. And this was pretty early on in the scheme, still with me trying to perfect it on how I would like to run it and, things like that. So, I went with the Ravens because they have a really fast quarterback. And, I wanted to try the QB draw. I wanted to see how effective it could be. My opponent matched up pretty well. He got the Seahawks, so I figured that's a really good defense. So if it's going to work, it should work on the Seahawks, And, again, I apologize for my voice. My voice is getting a little more worse and worse. Don't worry, I'm never going to force my way through a commentary if I sound horrible. I still think my voice is good enough to still provide some biblicalness, but it's definitely going away little by little. So when it gets to that point, I will be, stopping uploads until my voice gets better. Right now, it day by day is getting, a little worse and a little worse. But still, up to this point, as of today, I'm able to do a commentary, no problem. I just don't sound as healthy as I should. But we got Taylor at quarterback, and his speed is what, 85, 86, 87, or something like that. So I really want to try him and see how I could do. And I want to let you guys know, as far as when I do play subscribers, please don't feel like you need to do certain things. Don't feel like, you're going to be in a video, I'm going to call you a dirtbag because you go for it on fourth downs, or, you want to play fag day every now and then. Like, play your game. Don't feel like because I punt on 4th and 1, you should. You do what you do to win. I'm not doing it to try and please people. I'm doing it because I still believe I can win punting on 4th and 1. If I didn't, I wouldn't punt. And right there, we get an interception. No soup for you. And that right there, speaking of soup, I might need some. That was a little raspy. But, I know recently I've played subscribers in there. And again, I don't record every subscriber game. Every now and then I'll choose to record some. Of course, I'm going to try my best to win, same as you guys. So, I don't want you guys to feel like you have to adjust to my play style. I got 4th down swag. If you feel more comfortable going for it, go for it. Please, again, don't feel like you need to punt or you need to do these certain things just because I do. Play your game. If you're able to beat me playing your game, that's cool. If not, that's also cool. Again, just play your game. Don't worry about, trying to match up how I play. Very important. Because I know a lot of people, they're like 4th and 1, and I can just tell, like, I think that's a situation they probably would normally go for it. But they're punting on 4th and 1. I mean, nobody really does that. I mean, I know I do it, but you really don't see people punting on 4th and 1. So when I start to see, like, okay, you probably feel like you're forced to because I'm doing it, so you don't want to do that. So, and you see right there, we got a fumble. We pick it up with nada, and the Ravens defense is absolutely monstrous. Like, they have playmakers everywhere. You got Eddie Reed, Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, Nada. You got Webb, just all on the same field. It's so tough to try and move the ball against him. I love having a defense like this where I can just pick my, regular, cover 2 or cover 1 from quarter, sit back and just let the computer awareness just handle everything. Let Ray Lewis just shoot up the gap with a hit stick. That doesn't happen, with me using a lot of other teams. Look at T. Sizzle coming off the edge with a sack. So the guy I was going against was he was good. He was really good when he needed to be though. So on 4th downs when he did go for it, he got a lot of 4th down conversions. Very frustrating. Towards the end of the game, he just keeps converting. And there's nothing more frustrating. It's like, I can stop him 3 downs. I can't get that one stop. You got to be kidding me. So right now we're up 14-7. And again, I'm still trying to mix in a lot of the QB draws with being able to make sure I keep short passes because, you know, Taylor accuracy isn't the best. So, you know, I got to be careful. And right there, I felt like I was able to mix in the run pretty well, just due to the fact that, you know, when you got somebody with so many receivers going out, again, it pretty much promotes Faggy. If they're having trouble stopping it, you know, they try to back up as many people as possible to try and stop the receiver. So, you know, then I feel like it's a good time to sneak them with a run, just to be able to get some yards, just to let them know that I will take off. So, you know, I try to do that as best as I can. And for the most part, Taylor had a pretty good game running the ball, also passing the ball, because this scheme is really all about adjustments. You know, I'm looking at the defensive play. Once I, you know, I'm trying to make a read as quickly as possible. Is it man zone or is it both? Is it a little bit of Faggy? And once I notice that, you know, I'm trying to go, you know, directly to, you know, my routes that I like to go to in certain situations. And but at this point, I don't know that yet. You know, I don't know my go-to play in what situation yet. So, you know, all this right here is pretty much on the fly. So, and it happened to be up against a really good defense too. Right there, we go to the out route, had him, but Smith ends up dropping it, so we're forced to kick a field goal. So we go into halftime, and we are up 14-7. And I mean 17-7. I apologize. And we're feeling good about that. You know, anytime you have a lead, especially with the great defense, really allows me to be relaxed and try and focus more. You know, if I'm up 17-7 with the Browns, I'm like, oh, he can come back at any time. But with the Ravens, I know he's going to have a tough challenge against them. Scoring against them is tough as it is. Not to mention, I do get ball back at halftime, so I feel like being able to score here, I should be able to put this game away. Just because next time I do get the ball after that, I'm going to kill the clock, and this defense should be able to, you know, make them at least drive down the field pretty lengthy. You know, worst case, if somebody scores on you, you want them to drive down the field. You want them to have those 8 to 10 play drives because it's killing the clock. You know, when you have a lead, you just want to slow them down. You know, stopping them from scoring is the best thing, but if you're able to slow them down from scoring and force them on a long drive, that's just as good. So, you see, 4th and 2, we got that 4th down swag, of course, and we punt him the ball, and Leon Washington is gone. He takes it to the house, brings himself back in his ball game. I'm like, damn. I feel so confident about this defense. I completely forgot that Leon Washington is part of the special teams, and I may give up a touchdown. I didn't put that into the equation. And unfortunately, that's what happened. So, you know, just like that, he's back in this game, and now we need to be able to score. You know, I need to get this 2-possession lead again. You know, that way I can just have my defense there doing things. And as you see, Taylor is throwing the ball really well. Again, I'm keeping it short. You know, I'm doing my playmakers. You know, I'm just trying to make the right read at the right time. That's what's really working with the 5-wide scheme since I've been using it. You know, it's all about just making your adjustments, making your reads. You know, and anytime I notice what the play call is, then I got to make the right read. So, right here is the huge 3rd down. We don't want to punt the ball. We need this 1st down. And we go deep over the middle, and thankfully, I'm pretty sure he messed up on the users. Ray Rice, I mean, I should have been either picked off or batted down, but Ray Rice ends up getting the uncontested catch. Thank you for messing up the users on that play right there. Gets us in at least field goal range, but, you know, we could taste this touchdown, though. We could taste the TD. Exactly what we want. So on 3rd and 3, we end up playmaking Smith over back towards the right, and we scored a touchdown. So now we're back up 10 points, and again, you always feel confident going up 2 possessions with such a dominant defense such as the Ravens. Their block shedding is just cheese, man. Just them as a team is really tough. I mean, look, he called the screenplay, but you know, everybody on the Ravens had the awareness not to fall for it. And I didn't even know it was a screenplay. I didn't read it, but the computer did. You know, it's crazy. They get a lot of hit sticks. You know, Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs, they hit hard, and so does Eddie Reed. And, you know, I always enjoy playing, you know, with the Ravens. The one problem is that Flacco really doesn't have any mobility. And I kind of like to have that, you know, if I could. Just due to the fact that a lot of people now are playing like Faggy a lot. So being able to have somebody mobile can be a little, you know, helpful. So like if I play with the Ravens, if I'm able to use Taylor more effectively than Flacco, you know, then of course, you know, I'm going to go with the faster quarterback if I'm able to, you know, still keep him accurate and be able to move the ball. And so right here was just a trying out period. You know, I want to see if Taylor can handle, you know, the scheme, and for the most part he could. Right there we get a huge 4th down stop. Stopped him way before he needed to get to convert the 1st down. So now, you know, we're back to running with Taylor, and we get a really good run right there. And, you know, a lot of rushes. Again, he's really fast. So, trying to mix it in. You know, don't want to be too one-dimensional, because people see 5 wide, and right there we just had a horrible throw. You know, people see 5 wide, and they pretty much assume, I mean, you have to, that it's going to be a passing play. So that's why everybody starts playing fag D. Like, you're not going to run the ball. You have no running back. So then, you know, you start mixing in the run a little bit here and there, and then you start to mess with their defense a little bit, and then that's when they start playing regular defense instead of fag D every now and then, and that's when you just pick them apart. So, right, he still has a chance. You know, all he needs is a touchdown or a field goal and an onside kick and a score. So, you know, he's definitely not out of this game, but he needs to score here, because, again, if I get the ball, I'm just going to run the clock out as best as I can. Right here, he goes over towards the right. He throws it. We get a diving animation, but nothing. 4th and 10. This is where he just starts converting damn near every 4th down, and I couldn't do anything about it. He ends up throwing over the middle. He converts. He gets the 1st down, and I was able to get him to 4th down situations. Right there, he got him on streak. He had him open, but thankfully he was overthrown. Right there, should have been a touchdown, but we'll take the bad accurate throw right there. We was able to get him to 4th down, but he was just able to make conversions, man. There's nothing more frustrating than giving up 4th down conversions, man, because you're one stop away from getting the ball. Like right here, it's 4th and 2. We stopped him on 3rd and 2. 4th and 2. He backs up, throws over to the right, and he gets it. And I'm like, man, you got to be kidding me, man. He keeps getting these damn 4th down conversions, and as long as he has the ball converting these 4th down conversions, he's still in this ball game, and that's not what we want. You know, we want to be able to stop him. So right here goes to screenplay again, and look at the awareness of this team. It's beautiful, man. As you guys know, I do a lot of gameplays with teams you guys like to see. So I rarely use a top tier team, as we get a user interception right there. I rarely use a top tier team because you know, I want to be able to show that, you know, I know how to play the game, that I can win with any team. You know, so being able to post gameplays with the Dolphins, the Bills, the Browns, the lower teams, the Rams. You know, it's definitely more entertaining than using these higher teams. But, you know, using these higher teams is so less. Like, you don't have to worry about too much, man. Now, like, I understand why a lot of people like the 49ers, because their defense is so glitchy. It's like they do a lot of things for you. It's like when I play with a team like the 49ers, it makes me tough to beat, because on offense, I've always been able to be pretty good on offense. You know, I've always been really bad at defense, and that's what always stopped me from really being a great player. You know, I always thought I could keep up with the great players. Like if I played like Mav or Chappie or Addy, I could probably put up more points on them than, let's say, an average player would. But me and the average player are still going to give up the same amount of points on defense. So, you know, when I play with a team like the 49ers and things like that, they do everything for you. It's the same thing with the Ravens. They make a lot of things happen for you. And it's just so much easier to play with teams like this, man. And every now and then, you just got to sneak in a tough team and you just make yourself feel good on defense again. Like, I'll play this game and I'll be like, damn, I'm pretty good. I'm better than I thought. When in actuality, it's just the defense doing everything. Right there, he tries to go for the onside kick to get himself back in this ballgame. He doesn't get it. So at this point, you know, we want to be able to, you know, run the clock out, kill the clock. And that's exactly what we end up doing here. Just taking a couple runs, get him to waste timeouts. 10 seconds left, we punt it, and right here is just the end of the game. He has one play left, and we end up getting an interception. So that's the end of the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. As long as my voice doesn't get too bad, I will be providing them biblical commentaries. Follow me on Twitter if you guys want to get games in. As always, it is your boy Jess, and I'm signing out. Again, very important, if you want to get a game in, only if you want to, you want to follow me on Twitter, because I'm going to be tweeting out subscriber games very soon. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like on this video, but please only do so if you were entertained. It's your boy Jess. I'm signing out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.